Hello! This is HookedByHappenstance. I'm Kendra, and it is Sunday night, which means it's time for my Sunday sunrise. Now, my Sunday sunrise is my solution to New Year's resolutions. Instead of coming up with a whole bunch of goals at the beginning of the year that I was unlikely to, follow through with, I make weekly goals. I use a system of writing on a small paper with a big marker so that I can't overcommit and be self-defeating. And then I come here, we talk about what those goals are going to be, we shed some light on what I did last week, and we look forward to the week coming, and I try to reprioritize myself in my crafty life for this coming week. So, let's begin by looking at last week's list, which I have pinned on the wall right here. It's been there all week so that I could look at it and I knew what it said. So, the first thing on this list was Veda, which is video every day in April. And here on the channel, I have posted a video for every day of the week. And I'm okay with how they've all come out. It has been out of my control, the internet's issues, on the times when they've been a little bit later than I'd like. But I've made it happen. And so I am very happy with that. The next thing was to work on 4 bags a day for my shop and for my show. And that just didn't happen. I've been otherwise busy. I did do some sewing for the shop things there for the Mystery Bag Club, which is all going in the mail tomorrow morning. So that is all done, but I did not get any of the other bags sewn. I also have found with sewing, there's this funny thing about if I am inspired to do it, I can get a lot of it done in a short amount of time at a higher quality level than when I feel like it has to happen, whether I want to or not. And then the quality goes down, or it takes me longer to do the same things, and I just don't enjoy it as much. So, it's better for me to sew when the mood strikes me. And I was sewing today, and I was enjoying it, so I think there will be more sewing coming up this week. Next thing was to catch up to my current reading on my reading shawl. I did a ton of work on my reading shawl this week. I have added many sections, filmed the videos, edited a bunch of them as well. So I am making really good progress on that, and I'm really happy with my progress. I have not fully caught up yet because I'm still reading even as I'm going back and adding on the parts. And I had done a readathon where I read a bunch of books, so there were a lot of sections, and now I'm in the middle of another readathon. We'll see how many books happen out of that one. And the final thing on my list was to finish things. I was endeavoring to start nothing new this week and only focus on finishing things. Now, this week in my crocheting, I finished nothing. But I did not start anything new either. I was just working on things that were already in progress, primarily that reading shawl. Well, reading shawls at this point. But yeah, I didn't start anything. So I feel good about that. Did I do everything on that list? No. Was I cognizant of the list? Yes. Did the list help me to make good choices? Yes. So I'm going to consider it a success. And move on to this week's list, which is written on this little scrap of paper. This is a scrap of paper from Patreon postcards. And right here it says week 14. And instead of doing a list in a line, I did a list in a row this week. There's 3.5 things on my list. First thing on my list, Veda. April's not over, so we've got a whole nother week of videos to put up, and I'm committing to do that. Now, some of them will be coming out later in the day because that's just, my days don't end till 4 or 5 in the morning. It's just my weird schedule. People don't understand it. It works for our family. It makes me tired just explaining it. So, it's a thing. But that does mean that my days, when I think about posting things, are not always the day that most people think of. Next is the word fair book. If you have not seen yet on my Let Peachlet Play with My Crafty Life, she assigned me to do some work on some things for the county fair, which means that I need to go through and review the fair book, which is a book that shows all of the things for our county fair, all of the open class entry options, and I need to kind of start figuring out what I want to do so that I can start knocking things off that list, and also check what things I've already completed. So I need to review the fair book, and there will be videos coming out this week talking about that. And finally, show prep. I need to just keep chugging along on doing some things that need to happen for my show at the end of April. Some of that might actually just be starting to pull some things out so I can inventory some items and start almost packing them up so that I can just have them ready to go when it's time. Because I guess I have like 2 weeks, 2.5? Yeah, like 2.5 weeks to like really kind of get my ducks in a row. So that's plenty of time, I think. And then here in parentheses, it says, catch up on my reading shawl. And the reason that is there is because that is the project that I feel most obsessed with. The thing that like my passion is in currently is that project. I am really enjoying it. I am enjoying the making and like the whole concept. Like it just makes me happy. So I know that whether or not I put that on my list, that is where a lot of my time is going to go. So I'm putting it on my list so that when my time goes there, it can be done with some intentionality and I don't have to feel bad about the choice to do the thing that I want to be doing. So that is my recommendation. If there are things that you know are like your passion project of the moment, don't leave them off your list just because you think that it would be more prudent to pick other things. If that is where your passions lie currently, like accept that, embrace that, and enjoy that. So I will see you all multiple times this week as I put out more videos every day for you. If you want to make sure you don't miss any of those, subscribe down below, and then they will just float into your sub feed whenever it is that I get them posted, any hour of the day or night. I will see you all next time. Bye!